And its ability to incapacitate any kind of Pokemon with just Sleep Powder.
Yeah. And on top of that, it can run a Life Orb set pretty effectively because 125 base special attack backed up by Stab, Sludge Bomb, and Leaf Storm is going to put a dent on anything. Just to show you guys how powerful that set is, a standard Snorlax with 252 HP and 252 special defense and a careful nature has to come in at 87%, I believe it is, to be able to beat Roserade if both hits roll minimum damage. As long as there's only a single layer of spikes and Stealth Rock up. And that's including leftovers. So, yeah, Roserade with Life Orb is pretty ridiculous.
Doesn't Roserade have the same special attack stat as Salamence?
No, higher.
Higher?
Yeah.
I think it has 125.
It has 125. Men's has
110.
Yeah, it hits because Roserade can usually afford to go modest. It hits harder than Latios.
It's the same as Zapdos.
Yeah, it has the same special attack as Zapdos. But yeah, Roserade hits harder than Latios, guys. Just think about that for a second.
What?
Latios.
Does it?
Yeah, it has lower special attack, but it can usually use modest because it doesn't need the speed. So it hits harder than Latios. But Latios usually has specs still.
What's that sound?
And on top of that, it can Sleep Powder, which just, I don't know. To me, Roserade is kind of really, really fucking broken.
It kind of
I think
forced...
Sleep Powder.
What?
Come on, JCP.
With Sleep Powder, I think it really needs the other move slots for Sludge Bomb, Grass Move, then either Rest, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and whatever. It doesn't really have room for Sleep Powder.
Well, the Life Orb set does, because all it needs is Sludge Bomb and Leaf Storm, because it can't use Spikes with Leaf Storm.
So I think what makes Roserade suspect is the hazards, really.
Well, it's the combination of both, really, because nothing that can switch into the Hazard set is going to be able to switch into a Life Orb set, and nothing that can switch into a Life Orb set is going to be able to stop it from keep setting up hazards. So that's what makes it really fucking good.
Yeah, it just forced every team to run a Rapid Spin user, and even then, the majority of them still lost to Roserade.
Yeah, I think only Cryogonal beats Roserade 1-on-1. And stupid shit like specially defensive aerial ace Hitmontop. What the fuck, man?
Both of them are. They're both, for lack of a better word, shit.
Yeah.
Yobel Altaria.
How is that spinning?
It's not spinning, it beats Roserade.
Yeah, but the point was a spinner that beats Roserade. Eternal's kind of lost right now, guys, because he keeps DCing.
Yeah.
Also didn't beat the Roserade I kept using, because I was using Weather Ball in Hail, so...
Oh, right. That's pretty good.
Shit, this lag is terrible.
But yeah. And really, Roserade pretty much made every other grass type kind of useless, because either it walled them, or it just directly outclassed them. It directly outclasses Venusaur. It walls Shaman, unless it has HP. Ison gets a special defense drop, but it needs a special defense drop or it loses. So it's pretty ridiculous. And really, it's just so good. Like, I don't know. I think we should have done a test ban sooner, but whatever.
Not your call anymore.
Yeah, because it's not because of favoritism though. That's not why.
He admits to
we
it.
don't know why.
But yeah, anything else to talk about with Roserade, guys?
No, I think we've covered it. Oh, it does get aromatherapy as well.
Oh, right, so you can even support the team that way, as if it didn't have enough.
Yeah, I think we've done them.
Move on.
Right. Yeah, and then we can talk about pretty much other really good Pokemon that we haven't talked about. Which I think the number one Mon in UU right now is Raikou.
Yeah, definitely. It just sets up calm minds on, well, pretty much everything now that Roserade's gone.
But it sets up Calm Minds and Rosary too. It was just that good. I mean, you either have to carry a Steelix, a Snorlax, or like I don't know,
Dog Trio.
right, Dog Trio. Either that, or you're just gonna lose. It's that easy.
Or go advanced mode and use Psych Up Regice.
Scarf and Needle King's pretty good.
I think Nidoking needs Life Orb though. If you want some War Break.
Yeah, I don't know. I use Scarf Nidoking, and it really hits so much weaker. Like, it's really disappointing. Like, I thought I was gonna, like, 2-hit KO Snorlax. Not Snorlax. I thought I was gonna 2-hit KO Suicune with Thunderbolt on the switch-in. It did, like, 35%. I was like, damn, son. You weak.
Yeah. With Raikou, I mean, a lot of my gym battles with Raikou were, like, single-handedly won by Raikou.
Could
Nobody
try,
had a check for it.
Encore Clefable as a counter.
Yeah, and then that one loses to Aura Sphere versions.
Alright.
Because now it gets Aura Sphere. Raikou's just so good. Like, it's really so good. Like, I don't know. I think it's broken personally.
Next suspect.
Yeah, maybe.
Possibly.
I reckon the next suspect pretty much has to be Yanmega. Because if you don't have a Snorlax, Yanmega's more than likely going to rip through your entire team just by using a Specs Bug Boost.
Yeah, the thing about Yanmega is that nobody realizes that Speed Boost Yanmega sucks. The best Yanmega is Tinted Lens with Bug Buzz.
Choice Specs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Choice Specs, that's what I mean. Because all you do is switch it in, click Bug Buzz, and watch something die.
Gotta have Stealth
Preferably
Rock.
Coco.
Yeah. I mean, with Stealth Rock, it's 2-hit KO, especially defensive. Zapdos, Bronzong. I think it's 2-hit KO's Bronzong. I'm not entirely sure. The only good checks that there are Crobat, Empoleon, and Snorlax. And that's it. Everything else gets either OHKO or 2-hit KO'd.
Empoleon? You
Yeah,
sure?
Yeah, Empoleon takes 2 hits at least. It's pretty bulky. And Registeel, I guess, but I don't know. I don't like Registeel. It's pretty much a Donphan bait.
Yeah.
Or any like setup sweepers I can substitute.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it kind of sucks. Let's see. The Ox's D is pretty cool, though. We've talked about him already. It's just pretty much taunts, recovers, spikes, and just does all kinds of shit.
Yeah, Deoxys is so bulky. I mean, if it has fully invested in defense, it's like not even 2-hit KO'd by Weavile.
Yeah,
but to be fair, Weavile's weak.
Yeah, it's weak, Vile.
Heracross doesn't even 1-hit KO it. I think Choice Band does, but Scarf doesn't.
Why would you use Scarf Heracross?
Because it's the best Scarf friend to tier.
Yeah, to be fair, it is.
So
They've left me to my own devices now.
I think it's time to listen to a rant about how good Heracross is.
Just use Heracross. That's all. No, seriously.
Use Heracross and you win.
You win at last.
Use Glider with Eviolite.
Fuck that thing. I hate all Eviolite mons. They all suck.
But no, Heracross, as Coco
Porygon
said,
2 is great.
as Coco said,
It loses to Heracross.
Heracross is the best Scarf in the tier.
It can take a close
God
combat.
damn it! Let Oak talk. I can't talk either.
Oh, I don't want it anymore. Oh no,
Yeah,
no, seriously. It's either one of the best scars in the tiers. It can be one of the best setup sweepers in the tier, being able to 2-hit KO its biggest checks, like Gligar and Weezing, with the Flame or Guts boosted Facade, or Facade, sorry. I keep saying that, don't I?
I think it OHKO's Weezing, actually.
It comes down close, at least.
Yeah.
Or it can be one of the most powerful choice band users in the tier as well. And with the most common physical walls being Pokemon like the bulky water types, especially Slowbro, I think the majority of them are 2-hit KO by Megahorn. Not much can stop it. And also, it beats Sableye, which we've all agreed is one of the biggest dicks now.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm done for now.
Yeah.
Just,
Another thing that
just use it. It's good.
what makes Heracross so cool and like one of the best Scarfers is that it really only needs 3 moves. It needs Mega Horn, Close Combat, and a Rock move, Stone Edge or Rock Slide, and then you have a free move slot, so you can use
Pursuit.
Yeah, you can either use Pursuit or Sleep Talk, which I think is really cool.
Or Night Slash if you're really lacking in power against ghost types. Or you can use Toxic to try and beat down the really bulky Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or you
Dusclops is a really good check for it.
Yeah, that's called
Pretty much wallet.
Yeah, Dusclops is a dick. But to be fair, Dusclops can't really do too much back, except for using Nightshade or Seismic Toss.
Will-O-Wisp. But,
Guts.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't use Swarm. Swarm's terrible ability. Use Guts in Wi-Fi UU, and if you want to, use Moxie in Dreamworld UU. But that's a stupid metagame.
Yeah, it's retarded. And its leader sucks. And I don't
Hey, don't insult Pearl like that.
Oh, I meant the other leader.
The numbers guy?
Yeah, 114.
Right.
Favoritism. Just saying.
Hope he doesn't watch this video.
He will. I don't give a shit.
By this time next week, Coco's going to be banned.
I would be banned anyways.
Yeah,
Once Coyote hates you, he hates you. And yes, I've said that. I don't care. But yeah. We can talk about Miss Mages, who's, I think, the best ghost in the tier.
Sableye.
Well, Sableye, but Miss Mages does different
Best
stuff.
Sableye.
But before Sableye was released, Miss Magius was the best ghost type in the tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sableye.
Mages can either sweep with Nasty Plot, sweep with Calm Mind, or just be a complete dick with Taunt, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, and Shadow Ball. Oh, and it has Heal Bell too, which is really cool.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I know. It's weird, but it has it, which is cool.
I gotta try that out.
Yeah.
God damn, that's creepy.
Yeah, well, the only thing wrong with Miss Mages, it's really shitty defense.
Mm.
But other than that, it's just really good.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Its Nasty Plot sets up on a lot of shit. There's almost anything that can't really hurt it. Like Heracross, Close Combat Heracross.
If you run those Nasty Plot and Taunt, you can set up on the most small app, such as the one with Body Slam and Whirlwind.
Yeah, that's another cool one to set up on. It also beats Roserade 1-on-1, which is pretty cool. With Taunt, otherwise,
Another cool Pokemon that was released recently was Magic Guard Alakazam. Because, obviously, Magic Guard is one of the best abilities in the game.
I think it's the best.
I'd argue against that with Regenerator.
wait.
Regenerator or Water Guard.
Yeah, I don't know. I think what's it called is better. I mean, there's a reason why Reuniclus uses Magic Card or Regenerator, right? Remember, it has
Yeah.
both.
I
One's
suppose
not
those.
released, though.
But yeah, Alakazam's cool because it can use Life Orb for free, or it can use Focus Ash, making it pretty cool.
If you run Modest Alakazam, you can hit, I think it's 405 special attack, and that's before you even consider Life Orb, which is ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
But,
I mean,
but use Timid, it's a lot better.
actually, no, yeah, it is better because of Raikou. If it wasn't for Raikou, I would say Modest is better because it can probably 2-hit KO Snorlax. But, yeah.
Also, that it doesn't take any damage from entry hazards,
Yeah.
toxic spikes, that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cool because now I can use Sash for free,
Yeah.
and usually all Sashes suck.
And you could take down like any physical attack or just counter.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's pretty cool. Another cool Alakazam set that I like is Sub Encore. Because, yeah, well, Encore is just a really good fucking move in general.
And it's crazy speed in UU.
Yeah.
Allows you to take on in like any bulky Pokemon.
Pretty much.
Well, Alakazam is in Dream World OU, which kind of speaks to how good it actually is.
I would argue against that because Dreamworld OU players aren't very good.
I would say it means that Dreamworld OU players are idiots.
Yeah, me too.
Checking the
To be
usage
blunt.
stats, it's number 27 in Dreamworld OU.
I mean, I don't know. Then again, the Wi-Fi players aren't very smart either, letting Blaziken fall into DL.
Yeah. I think
I
we
mean,
took-
it has to do most with Smogon's influence.
Yeah, I guess, but still, like, seriously, how? It fell below 4% usage. That is ridiculous.
we touched on this during the last podcast. didn't
Yes,
we?
and I'm still going to rant about it because I think people are fucking retarded.
Well, I was testing Blaziken out against some other users in Indigo Plateau, which is the staff channel on the server, in case you didn't know that already. And let's just say that I lost 2 times. Once was to Coco because he actually has a decent team, and the other one was to Vuvu Sailor Buzz, who decided to randomly wall my entire team with a Musharna. So there we go. But yeah, single-handedly, Blaziken tore apart, I think it was about 34 people in a row before I faced Coco, which kind of says something.
Yeah, Blaziken would have been extremely broken in UU.
There is Slowbro though,
Who cares? It loses to special
but either
sets.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of speed boost, what about Sharpedo in UU?
Sharpedro! That's my nigga.
Sharpedo.
Sharpedro.
Sharpedo.
Pedro.
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 There you go, you said it. Pedro. That's my nigga, yo. It beats Slowbro, which is pretty cool. It completely and utterly loses to Suicune, though, so that's not very cool.
Yeah. Unless you use Taunt and evade the Scald Burns.
Yeah. Lumberry! No, but seriously, you need Life Orb, so don't use Lumberry. But yeah, Sharpedo's pretty cool. It was really cool when Roserade was around because it was one of the water types that didn't get beat by Roserade. And, yeah, it's really good with spike support because a lot of the KOs it gets need spikes. But yeah, other cool Pokemon in UU are Zapdos. who got a lot better without Roserade around.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Right, Jordy?
Zapdos is so annoying to face because of there's a few sets it runs. There's the standard Thunderbolt, Heat Wave, Hidden Power, whatever, and Roost. Then there's the Subtoxic set, which now without Roserade is really hard to beat.
Awesome.
Yeah. So basically, for people who can't figure it out, Roserade completely and utterly walled that set and set up spikes in its face. But now without Roserade around, that set is dominating UU.
Use Nidoqueen.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And of course Heracross.
Well, it doesn't wall it, but
Well, like,
It can
yeah,
beat it.
yeah. It takes a lot from close combat, actually. It takes unless you're on full defense, it takes a good 35%. And with Stealth Rock, that's a lot. But yeah.
yeah, look, a lot of Heracross's checks will count as Stealth Rock weak.
Yeah, that's another thing that makes it really good.
Like Arcanine, Crobat, Zapdos.
And that's
So
it.
yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Also,
I use Altaria to check Heracross, so don't mind me.
But you're weak. Heracross beats it.
Yeah, no, it takes, I think, 21% max from close combat. So I was like, damn, son, this thing is bulky.
I can't actually respond to that.
Yeah, exactly. But, anyway, I'll talk about Altaria later. But yeah, so Flygon is pretty cool.
I still think that Flygon's just made completely useless by Bronzong's presence being there.
Choice
It's
Band is
just,
pretty cool though.
Yeah, Choice Band Flygon 2 KOs full defense Bronzong with Fire Punch.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool.
What he said.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like Choice Scarf Flygon just because it's too weak. And Victini does a better job if you want U-turn.
Go with Choice Band. And U-turn is just awesome.
Yeah. So
the Life Orb Draco Meteor is alright. You can put Draco Meteor with Life Orb and Roost and Flygon.
yeah, you can. It actually beats Slowbro, which is pretty cool. Slowbro takes 70% from that Draco Meteor. So if it switches into SR and EQ, and then takes a Draco Meteor to the face, it actually loses.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But
I'm not.
a lot of people still use the Scarf set from, they have Gen 4 mentality. It's
So
not
what
good.
Scarf set you used for? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like it revenges anything important.
Yeah.
I still don't know why people were using Scarf Flygon at the end of Gen 4 OU either.
Well, it was the best Scarfer, and you kind of need the Scarfer in Gen 4 OU.
Yeah.
It is.
For a lot of shit
That's-
like Dragon Dance, Tyranitar,
Just
Yeah,
use Swampert.
that.
But yeah, I've just found
I don't know.
Flygon.
I don't think Swampert's good actually.
I've just found Flygon really underwhelming.
I don't know. Flygon's my favorite Pokemon. Well, actually, it was my favorite Pokemon, so you can't talk shit about it.
I think he is. What you gonna do about it?
I can kick him from the call.
And he can ban you.
That's true. That sucks. Well, anyways, another cool Pokemon in UU is Nidoking. So
Nidoking's a bitch.
yeah, I mean every team that I make is weak to two things: Nidoking and fucking Electros. I don't know why I'm weak to Electros every single time, but I just am. And Nidoking just because switching into it is impossible. There's just no safe switching.
If you want to counter team, Kokoloko, you use Electros and Nidoking and you'll win.
Yeah, you probably will too. Like,
And
no lie.
Togekiss.
Oh, fucking Toga. I hate Toga.
This guy's using Confuse Ray Melodic.
Right, good job. Talk about your laddering experience on the podcast.
It's important.
Right. Anyway, so who wants to talk about Nidoking? Because I hate Dick Faggot and I don't want to talk about him.
It has like 3 checks as or counters. Snorlax, Rotom H, and Cresselia. That's about all I can think of at the moment. And it hits so hard and it's got ridiculous coverage.
But yeah, without Fire Blast or whatever, Bronzong beats it. Though most of them actually run Fire Blast for some reason, even though Focus Blast is probably better. Because with Life Orb, it 2-hit KOs even the most defensive Snorlax.
Or Sludge Bomb.
No, not Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave. Sludge Bomb sucks.
I don't even know what that does.
It's all you gotta know is that it has more base power than Sludge Bomb and has a side effect. So Sheer Force works.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, Mamoswine's pretty cool, right?
Yup.
I find it a bit underwhelming. Because
Really?
it's pretty much walled by water types, Bronzong, Rotom. Yeah, I don't really see much of it, but it's
does
really
have
annoying on a
100
Halo team.
It does have 130 base attack though.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Mamo because, again, it's one of the few Pokemon that can Stealth Rock and has priority, like really strong priority.
Nice
Which-
ball.
Stop using MB Palm.
Yeah, it's tight.
2
anyways,
battles in a row.
good for you. But yeah, I don't know. Mamo's pretty cool. I mean, and with Life Orb, it actually 2-hit KOs most bulky waters with EQ. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Speaking of ice types, I guess Weavile, which we've touched upon before. What makes Weavile so good is basically its ability to remove ghost types, allowing you to spin pretty easily.
Hmm.
Except for Sableye and Spiritomb.
Yeah, fuck Sableye.
Can't
But yeah.
pursue those Mismagius, Victini. Fairly common in UU.
Yeah. And it beats all the grass types, really.
Yeah.
And it does a shitload to Donphan with Ice Punch. A lot more than you would think. It does like 70% with unboosted Ice Punch.
Is that with the LO? Life Orb?
No, unboosted.
What?
Yeah. So, I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's actually really good. I thought it was pretty shit before. Turns out it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I tried a bulky set. Yeah, sounds gimmicky, but it actually worked. Kinda.
was
Just
gimmicky.
use just use Adamant Nature. It doesn't really need that much speed sometimes. So you can just use it as a ghost killer for a stall team. And yeah, freely rapid spin.
Yeah.
I reckon another Pokemon that does really well at stopping ghost types is Zoroark, because of how it does use illusion, and it can appear as something like, I don't know, Hitmontop or something, and can lure in a ghost type. And then it can just go, no, and use Night Daze or Dark Pulse and just KO it like that. And then there's no more ghosts.
Hmm.
But again, then you've got Sableye going to be a dick to you again. Although I don't think it can stop a +2 Dark Pulse, can it?
Fuck this game.
Don't think so, no. Saberlight isn't that defensive, actually. Has a really low 50 HP, base 50 HP,
Yeah.
75 defense, and 65 special defense. They're not really that good. Can't really come on attacks safely.
Yeah, so move on to Exate now, who's the next best thing from a rapid spinner, really. And like, he was okay against Roserade, but because of Sludge Bomb hit it really hard, didn't really check it well. I don't think it's very good, to be honest. What do you guys think?
Yeah, especially when Donphan is number 1 in usage. You can actually tank Donphan, reflect up, roost, do a lot of stuff. Actually, support your team with dual screens, allowing you to possibly, set up sweep, shell smash, bait and pass possibly.
Yeah. It really needs reflect up to beat a lot of stealth work quickly, like Mammoth Swine and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And like Dunfan, you don't want to switch it to a head smash, because that hits hard.
Yeah. Forgot people run that.
If something,
Yeah,
I reckon if something like Snorlax got Magic Bounce, it would just completely ruin the metagame, wouldn't it?
Wait, so what are we talking about?
Magic
Good job.
Bounce, Snorlax.
What?
Magic Bounce, Snorlax. That's what we're
It just
talking
came out in the Dream World.
Oh, that's bullshit. No way.
Yep.
Broken. It's broken. So yeah, keep going, guys.
I suppose another Pokemon that's been touched upon earlier on again, because Eternal seems to have a love affair with it, is Crobat. Because it's a fairly good Pokemon overall, and it really does hurt with Brave Bird, and its taunt set's really good as well. I just think it's one of the few decent checks to Roserade when it was still around.
And Heracross.
It actually checks a lot of stuff, like Shaman as well, which is possibly going to be really popular now.
Yeah. Crobat's pretty cool because it's kind of the ultimate scout, because everything it comes in on has to switch out of it so you can U-turn out.
Yup.
Though scouting now is not as useful as it was before because of Wi-Fi claws, which shouldn't be called Wi-Fi claws, should be called Dreamworld claws. But that's another story.
Dream World Claws?
Yes, because the standard should be Wi-Fi claws, so why is it a claws?
Yeah.
I don't even know
good
why we
point.
use Wi-Fi.
Just call it Team Preview.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, people keep making up stories about it being a clause and not a mechanic, but you know what? Whatever.
Blame Coyote.
Yeah. Whatever. Supreme Overlord. We can't do anything about it.
Favoritism.
Yeah. Gallade
Gallade is not too bad. Apparently
Gallade.
you can beat Slowbro.
Yeah. Gallade is
You
fucking
can.
cool. Gallade is cool. Basically, what it does is comes in, substitutes up, and with the right investment, I think it's 252 HP and 120 special defense. Slowbro Scald is not going to break its sub. So you can pretty much start bulking up on it, and eventually you're going to be able to KO it.
Yeah. And Drain Punch is really cool.
Yeah. So really, something that you would think hard counters it actually loses to it.
Drain Punch is definitely one of the most improved moves this generation.
Yeah. It's too bad that Techniloom came out at the same time. as the improved Drain Punch.
Yeah.
Well, actually, never mind about that because it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah,
True.
get that.
Now who's the one who's getting
Thanks,
lost in Imagination Land?
I know, right? Whatever. It's
Imagination loser.
No, another Pokemon that I want to mention is Cresselia, simply because it does not die.
That's awesome.
It just doesn't die.
The problem is Cresselia doesn't do much other than sit there.
Actually, if
It
you
doesn't die.
utilize the sub CM set, you can actually do a lot.
Yeah.
It has decent speed. It can set up on like anything basically, because it can just take any hit. Just come up on like a Don fan and just start sweeping right there.
I think a max HP and defense Cresselia can easily survive a choice band Heracross's Megahorn or something stupid like that. It's ridiculously bulky.
Yeah.
The only problem is, like I said, it's a sitting duck because if you start subbing and Calm Minding, what's going to happen is basically Roserade, or, well, not Roserade, any spiker comes in, sets up 3 layers of spikes on you, then you switch to Suicune and roar it away. And you can't do anything about it because it just doesn't hit hard enough.
Well, unless if it's your last Pokemon,
Well, if it's your last Pokemon, then yeah.
it's another story.
Yeah, that's like that Togekiss story that I told you guys earlier.
Speaking of ducks, Porygon 2 just is another Pokemon that will not die.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't serve much use in UU being weak to status and stall teams just not being that great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like 42. I mean, my favorite set for 42 is probably the max HP, max special attack one with, I think it uses download. And then it just fucks shit up with Tri Attack and Bolt Beam, while still retaining a lot of bulk. But the full on defensive set isn't very good.
Just use Porygon Z in that case.
Well, yeah, but if you need the bulk, of course.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Trick Room?
Don't really see much of those.
Yeah, I don't know. Me neither. I mean, Theoremon says it sucks.
Especially now that it's 3-turn, I think.
Yeah, it's something really weak. It's like,
Yeah, it's
No, it's not that it's 3 turns, it's just that you set it up, you switch out, and then you have 3 turns left. It was always like that, but it just always sucked.
right.
I don't know. I mean, another Pokemon that I think is really good in the metagame is Durant. Because basically it can set up on any physical attacker not named Arcanine or like fire types, basically. Because it has amazing defense. Then it can hone claws, nullifying the effects of hustle. And then it's just gonna start sweeping you with basically +2 attack, because hone claws gives it +1 and hustle gives it another +1. And life orb.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just gonna start X-Scissoring and Iron Heading and Stone Edging everything to shit. The only problem it has is it's walled by Steel types.
Well, can still take on them with X-Scissor, like Bronzong, but Registeel is probably a hard counter for it.
Yeah, and Steelix too.
Right. Though they're fairly uncommon.
Yeah, due to being Donphan bait.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, Durant's really, really good. I don't know why people don't use it more, to be honest.
because they're stupid.
But yeah, I guess.
Like me.
Yeah, idiot from Mars.
Shut up. This kid's insulting me.
So, yeah, another really powerful mon in EU is Honchkrow, who is just a complete and utter fucking boss.
Boss. Now that
Just
Staraptor's gone.
Roost, Sucker Punch, Brave Bird.
So,
And sub, yeah. And that set can either run max HP to make 101 HP subs, so you can set up on everything that has seismic toss and stuff, or it can run max speed to be able to outspeed common bulky Pokemon like Suicune and stuff like that. So you can 2-hit KO them with Life Orb, Brave Bird.
Yeah. It's the most powerful.
It's like, yeah, I think it's the second or third most powerful attacker in UU. After Darmanitan and Victini, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, basically with Moxie, which is what makes it so good, it just, once it gets a sub up and a single kill, you're probably going to get swept.
Yeah, Moxie's crazy.
Yeah, Moxie's ridiculous for it. Especially with priority.
It makes
it fucking good.
It's another one of those abilities which is just awesome.
Yeah.
Unless something like Blissey got it.
But yeah. And one last Pokemon I want to talk about, which is a Pokemon that a lot of people should use.
Not Ambipom.
But yeah, not Ambipom, not Blastoise, not Cresselia, but something that should actually be used, but it isn't, is Wobbuffet.
Definitely.
Because guys, unlike Smogon, we haven't banned Wobbuffet yet.
We're not smart enough to do that yet.
Yeah. Basically, you know when you're about to get swept by Heracross locked into close combat? Yeah, Wobbuffet would have saved you there. Not if it Mega Horns, though. Then you lose. And, yeah, and basically, it just does what it has always been doing, which is just taking hits, either countering and mirror coating the mech, or just encoring stuff so you can set up something else. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really good. I don't know why people don't use it. Maybe it's because of the lack of good setup sweepers. But really, I think that's not a good excuse. It should be used more.
I think the slightly nerfed and core helps as well.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, that's another thing. At the beginning of PO Gen 5, Encore was incorrectly programmed to basically end a turn early if you used it after your opponent moved. But now it's been fixed, meaning you can actually start setting up stuff on it without risking the Encore end before you're done setting up.
Seriously, I've no idea how it hasn't been at least sent to BL yet.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, in OU I can understand because the power level is extremely high, with Spike's Hydro Pumps being everywhere. But in UU, not everything hits that hard, so it should really, really be used more.
Well, I can't really ban that because nobody uses it. It's like 200 in usage.
Well, yeah. That's why we're trying to hype it up right now.
Alright, so you can get
Use
everyone to use it.
Wobbuffet.
And Heracross.
Not Ambipom.
Fuck Ambipom.
Like, shit like Kecleon has more usage. Than more. That's a joke.
Yeah. So, Mr. Host, I think it's time for you to introduce the next segment of the show.
Next segment is good sets that rape shit.
Yeah.
That nobody uses.
That's basically what we've been doing this whole time, but yeah. I have something to talk about for that.
This is for special things.
But I'm gonna let somebody else go first.
Sub-CM Cresselia.
All
Use
right,
Substitute, Calm Mind, Psyshock, Hidden Power Fire probably. Or if you don't want to get walled by Houndoom, use Hidden Power Fighting.
And then you're walled by Sableye.
Fuck Sableye. Should go up to BL as soon as possible.
Well, I don't know. I don't like Cresselia. I've said this a million times. I really don't like Cresselia. It's just seriously such a sitting duck.
Try it.
But yeah. Does anybody else have a set?
I do. I've been using offensive Calm Mind Suicune. Most people expect a defensive set, but when you just set up a Calm Mind, then just sweep them with Hydro Pump, Surf, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and HP Electric, they don't really know what to do. And especially with Roserade gone now, it's a lot more effective.
Well, I don't know. We talked about offensive Suicune earlier, and
We
what's
did?
it called? Yeah, and
I wasn't paying attention.
yeah, we know this. And
You
basically,
were too busy lassoing.
what I think about offensive Suicune, I don't think it's that good, basically because it doesn't hit that hard initially. But what made it okay was the fact that it was gonna drag Roserade in. It could set up a Calm Mind as it came in, then Ice Beam, take a Giga Drain, and then 2 KO with Ice Beam. But now that Roserade's gone, I kind of don't see the point in it anymore. So, I don't know. I mean, I could try it,
Try it.
but, yeah. Jordy, do you have a set?
I guess not.
Oh. Well, yeah. Oh, I guess you can set something up or something.
Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and be absolutely boring and just say use Heracross.
And use a Raikou more. That thing's just gonna rape the whole tier.
Yeah, it does. I really don't understand why people don't use it more.
That's another thing I do actually want to promote is if you're using Hail, consider using Weather Ball Raikou, because with Thunderbolt and Weather Ball, which will turn into base 100 power Ice move, that's perfect coverage on everything except for Shedinja, Lantern, and the Magnets, which is and Rotom H, but it's just ridiculously good. And you can also use
that sounds really good.
You can also use Aura Sphere as well, which lets you try and muscle. Which is
yeah. Jordy, do you have a set
All right.
you want to talk about?
Yeah. Everyone needs to use Specs Togekiss. It is so strong, and your opponents will quit before you even finish the battle. It's that good.
Can't take the flinch axe.
All you need is Air Slash, Aura Sphere, Trick, and then any move you want. I've tried Flamethrower and Grass Knot, and they're not too good. So I just slapped Heal Bell, which can support the team out. I mean, it doesn't go well with Choice Specs, but it's just
I'd probably say Roost would be the best option because it gives you some longevity, both with and without your Choice Specs.
Yeah, and then after you trick, you can start roosting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I just think Heal Bell's a really underrated move.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Skull stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's a really good set, and defensive teams like with Deoxys D, like Melodic, Suicune, and Blastoise, freaking like that, they have no chance against Togekiss. Only Zapdos and Raikou, really. But yeah, all it needs is Air Slash and Aura Sphere, and we're good to go. So use it.
Yeah. My Pokemon is also a flying type. And you guys are probably going to laugh, but I think Altaria deserves a lot more usage than it's getting.
It's pretty weak, though.
Yeah, it's weak, but it's an incredible support mod. Basically, it takes, I think it's 22% max from Adamant Scarf Heracross's stab moves. Takes I think half from a Stone Edge from that same Heracross. So it can kinda come in and roost it off, as long as there's no Stealth Rock up. And it gets Heal Bell boost, which is basically the reason why I tried it out, because I needed Heal Bell in the team, and it actually turned out very, very good.
You can also go with Dragon Dance and Dragon Claw.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. And I tried a combination of Dragon Pulse and Flamethrower as the other two moves, and I didn't really like it that much. So then I was like, all right, let me try a physical kind of sweeper thing. And the set I ended up using was max HP, max defense, with Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, Roost, and Heal Bell.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is that its attack is just really bad.
Yeah, it's
even at +6, you can you're not even close to OHKing Suicune or Milotic.
yeah, that's true. But the thing is, it's not supposed to be a sweeper. It's supposed to be mainly
Supporter.
Yeah, exactly. And then whenever you get the chance, you can sweep up. And then it's like a good assurance against stall teams.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's last mon, they're not going to be able to stop it.
Yep.
So yeah, use Altaria, people. It's pretty cool.
Certainly better than Flygon.
So yeah, stop using Ambipom. Use Ninshao. Use Altaria. Use more Raikou. And yeah, that's basically it.
Let's see. Ainshou, Altaria, Heracross, Raikou, Sableye, and Cresselia. There you go, there's a team for you.
Oh yeah. Well, that's it, guys.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Hopefully this didn't turn out as shit as the OU one did, which probably did, but whatever.
Which reminds me, cut out all of these bloody awkward silences that have happened.
Yeah.
Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment.
Boring. Stop promoting
Rate,
yourself.
comment on how bad Kokoloko is.
Listen, I am the great sage. You must respect
Yo,
me.
whoever dislikes this video, I will find you. I can IP check you and ban you from the server.
And seriously, please, no more PMs saying that my bloody accent is awesome, please.
Who was that magnificent Fayaz?
It was everybody.
No, I've literally had about 25 people PM me saying that my accent is awesome. Please, stop it. I've got more important things to do. And screw off IFM for just PMing me saying that my accent is awesome.
Oh, damn it. I'm not on PO, so I can't do it. Alright, well, yeah. I think that's it. We can stop recording now.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Great sage out.
Eternal out.
Coco weak.
DR's homo.
Coco the best.
Koyo's a dictator.